What's up, y'all? It's Tommy. Gang, 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 gang. What's good? I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Let me share myself out. By the way, had to share myself out in the community tab. Sorry I didn't come on yesterday. I got distracted on some stuff. But I came today around 5, 6 o'clock, so it's just a crazy, crazy, crazy Sunday, you know? And just trying to keep your heads up through times. Oh, snap. Is that Destination Destiny? Hey, Destination Destiny. How you been, Destiny? It's been a long time no see. Since you came. How you been? I see you dropping those planes. Thank you for showing up and showing love. Hold on. What's going on? If you hit the like button or share me out, I don't mind. How you been, Destination Destiny? It's been a long time seeing you. Uh-oh. It's been a crazy, crazy Sunday. Thank you for throwing a thumbs up for me. Oh, that crack. Oh, snap. Rosa's in the chat. Thank you, Rosa, for sharing me out. I really highly appreciate that. Rosa came through. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I see that you shared me out, Rosa. Thank you for coming in. It's been a crazy Sunday. Mama Edona, how you doing, Mama Edona? Mama Edona came in the chat just for me. If you want to share me out, you can. Thank you for sharing me out. Yes, I was on Dimple's live earlier. Shout outs to Dimple. She really she really had me in the chat laughing and rolling. Had my, attentions. I appreciate Dimple. Shout outs to Dimple, wherever she's at. I really enjoyed being in her live stream. I had to make her day, make, the host feel good. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Mommy Donor. Thank you, Destiny, for coming in. Mommy Donor says, Rosa, I'm chilling. I don't know where everybody at, Rosa. I don't know. I just got on, so I'm hoping and praying that people start rolling in. You know what I'm saying? Start rolling in. I'm chilling. I just shared myself out, so I'm hoping. I mean, it's been a while since I've been on live since yesterday, so. Hey, conversations with Miss D. Miss D in the chat. How you doing, Miss D? Miss D, that's what I call her. Miss D in the chat. Please thumbs it up. Rosa's here. Mommy Donor. Destination Destiny. Showed up with the planes. Hey, host. Hey, chat. Miss D in the chat. Thank you for thumbs it up. I'm good. Hello, everyone. Yes. It's been a crazy Sunday. Y'all. It's been a crazy Sunday. I did like a couple of things today, but I was also on social media and I saw like some stuff Today, I live like in the New England states, so like the southern part of the New England states, right? We had like a mini earthquake today, early this morning. Cause like when I was like laying down, I was laying down. It was in the morning, and I felt my bed shaking, literally. But it wasn't like shaking me like crazy, like I'm about to like go crazy or nothing. But I felt the shaking, and I felt like I heard noise in my bathroom, like making noise. I was like, what the heck is going on here? So I was kind of nervous. Thumbs up for the chat. I've been cleaning and chilling. Miss D saying I'm good. Hello everyone in the chat. Mommy Donuts here. So it was crazy out here. Like I was kind of nervous. I was like, And then when I posted on my Instagram, and then I saw like a couple of things on the news, we had a 3.5. We had a 3.5 earthquake. It wasn't big, but it did some minor, damage to certain places. I heard like it hit like most places of Rhode Island, which I live at right now. It hit like some parts of Mass, and it hit like some parts of New Hampshire. So that's how big the earthquake was. It didn't hit no Connecticut, nowhere else, but it hit the areas where it was at. So it was crazy. Some places had, their shelves and stuff knocked down and everything. Yeah, it was crazy. Hey, Yami. Thank you for thumbsing it up. Thank you for coming in. Yami's in the chat. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Miss D. It was crazy out here. It was crazy. Like, I was kind of nervous because I was like, oh, snap. But, like, it wasn't that bad till everything just fell or everything just made things worse. I'm just thanking God that my kids is safe. I mean, I had to, try to check up on them. I had to make sure everything else was safe. Like, it was crazy out here. But I thank God nothing happened. I was in the house the whole time, so I ain't really go anywhere. I trust that you and your family was well. Yeah, I had to check on them. I had to check to make sure things was alright. Thank God everyone was safe. Yeah, everyone was safe, y'all. Everyone was safe the best way in their ability. I thank God for each and every bit of that, I really do. Hey, Joseph, how you doing today? Thank you for rolling in. I appreciate it. Miss D in here. Mommy Dona's in here. Rosa's in here. Rosa saying, hey, Joseph, how's your weekend going? I've been here. I've been home this whole time. Normally I've been working, but the thing about that is like at this point, like another opportunity is coming to my way, but I can't like say too much right now. I'm working on it, but right now, like on my morning job, we got laid off like a couple of days ago, so everything just switched on us. And I was with my kids when this happened. Like I got a text message saying, hey, you're not fired or nothing like that, but we just have to, lay you off. And then they laid everybody off because it's slow, and then you got COVID and this and that. I'm like, really? So I was kind of like stressed in a way because I had so much plans lined up that I was about to do, and things just went like, yeah. Hang in there, my brother. Keep pushing, keep grinding. Things will get better. Stay positive. Oh yeah, Joseph, I will. Everybody saying hi to the chat, I thank God. And then another thing happened today too. R.I.P. to Alex Trebek. If y'all don't know who Alex Trebek is, he's the guy that runs, Jeopardy. He's the host of Jeopardy, and he also was on commercials of life insurance. So R.I.P. to Alex Trebek. It made me, I ain't gonna lie, I cried behind it because Literally, yes, God is in charge. Yes, I already know that. I already know God is in charge of everything that we do. He's in charge. That's why I put him first. Everything I pray about, I pray to him, you know. R.I.P. to Alex Trebek. Be right back. It was sad because like how in the world he just like I don't know. It's just like dang, like after the earthquake and all this happened, and then you hear this because of cancer. You know, 2020 is just getting scary out here for most. You know, it's just crazy. Like I grew up watching Jeopardy. I grew up watching Jeopardy in my home. You know what I'm saying? My Aunt Hattie, my grandmother, my mother. I all grew up. Y'all probably watched Jeopardy before. Did y'all ever watch Jeopardy? Like I know y'all probably don't want me to talk about this stuff, but this is reality, y'all. This is reality. I don't know if y'all grew up watching Jeopardy like I did, but in my household we was watching Jeopardy. I was watching Jeopardy. Jeopardy is a game host show. It comes right after. First is Jeopardy, then is Wheel of Fortune. So if y'all don't like watch it like on the local channels, you know what I mean? I used to have the video game. I always wanted to meet Alex Trebek so bad. I always wanted to join the show. I always wanted to be part of the, the co-host. I wanted to be like part of, just to meet him, to talk to him, to be part of the show, to compete with others, just to have fun. And next thing you know, he's gone. So, I don't know. So, just keep your heads up. Shout outs to, Joe Biden for being president. That's the only good news I heard so far, but we'll see what time goes. Trying to stay positive the best way we can and keep going. That's all I can say, but if y'all don't know who Alex Trebek is, I posted on my IG. When I seen the news and then I saw it on Fox News and everything else and in TMZ, and I was like, man, this year is really crazy out here, like crazy. And like I said, nobody want to hear this stuff, but I just gotta speak the reality. I mean, bunch of hurricanes been happening this year too. Like we got the most record of hurricanes. Thank God it never hit like the northern states of us. But in general, like a lot of places down south got hit with a couple of those, hurricanes, tropical storms. We probably had like a couple of little tropical storms, but it never was a hurricane. It never turned into something bad or, like everywhere else. And then we saw like a couple of storms that hit, by New Orleans over there in that area, Louisiana, Mississippi, over there in those areas. So speak the reality, brother. Yeah, I have to speak the reality. I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear about this, but me, even though we could talk about having fun and everything else, sometimes we just gotta speak the reality of stuff. And that's also what I'm about. I like to motivate and help people and try to, talk about deep conversations. Like, we also can talk about it. Thank you, Yemi, for saying that. It's just the reality of stuff that, a lot of things that have to change. There's a lot of hurricanes happening. There was a lot of stuff that's happening. Like California. California had a bunch of wildfire they had to deal with. They still dealing with fire. It's not probably as talkable as much, but how much fire they had to deal with over there? Bunch of fire in California. It was bad out there. dealing with all them wildfires every year, but you know what I mean, this year was something worse. You know, I'm telling you, God is coming back. God is coming back. All this stuff is coming little by year by year by year. This is basically, this is not the very end. This is not the very end, but this is the beginning of the end. The reality is what is happening for real, right? We just gotta wake up, and no matter how much we trying to stay positive through it all, we just gotta realize this is the reality. This is the reality of what's going on. The Revelation is really smacking us in the face right now. The book of Revelations is really smacking us right now, so many ways. Tip after tip. It might not be the whole page, but we just getting some parts of the book of it. And it's crazy. I don't know how 2021 is going to be like. Everybody, we all trying to wish for better days in 2021, but we really don't know what's going to really happen. The way things is rolling now, I'm hoping that Joe Biden really come up with a plan. And my reality to all this, I don't know what's really going to happen. I don't know if I could really trust, thank you. Like, I don't know if I could really trust Joe Biden like that. I really don't know. I don't know if he's really going to be there to, help the community. I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, to me, I feel like, how I supposed to know if he's really going to be there for us? How I supposed to know if he's really going to be, helping the black community? How I supposed to know? We already got rid of Donald Trump. But how do we really want to know if we got this man going to help us? We all, yes, nobody's perfect. But people got to, if we can help each other, the thing is we helping each other. And I think Biden going to need us to help him certain things because, I heard that, he do have a past. I heard that, all that, and that's all I do. Like Yemi said, the only thing we can do is trust God. I trust God. That's why when we trust God, you're gonna be safe no matter where you're going, no matter where you're trying to accomplish or whatever. Always put God in the midst of everything you do. Always put God first in everything you do. I'm gonna say it again. Always put God in the middle of everything you do. Do not forget Him about nothing. This is the reality. I hope Joe Biden make laws that's going to, stop the white supremacists for treating us as a criminal. I hope that he does change the, I hope that he can talk to the people from the, legislators and the people from, Congress and stuff, that they could work together to stop, treating us like, we the third, fifth of the man. Of the country, like animals or whatever. I wish they could come to for equal rights. I hope and pray everything because, like I said, I don't know. Right? We cannot trust man. Exactly. We cannot trust mankind. That's exactly what is the truth. We can't. We can't. But I gotta, teach the people the reality. Like, it's, it's crazy how, you can say one thing and then another thing just change. I just like I said, like, Alex Trebek passed away, like, that was just, like, a breaking heart right there, because it feels like, hey, Taylor, how you doing, little sis? Thank you for coming in. Like, I really was. Oh, hey, Muffy. Muffy came in. Taylor came in. Oh, snap. Well, hit me with the thumbs up. I'm good, and you? I'm good as well. I'm just talking about reality of what's going on in today's world. We had a couple of people in here earlier, but, I guess... they probably didn't want to hear that stuff, but the reality is we don't know what's really going to go. we don't know what's really going to happen. Right now, it's just we just going on faith. We going on having faith and trust in God at this point. That's all I'm going for. I'm not. I don't never trust mankind or nothing. They could give you your word. That's the only thing mankind can do is give you your word. But everybody don't keep their word. But God always keep his word. No matter how late or things situated, God always keep his word. He always come through in the end. He always put things you might not see now, but he will put it there so you can understand it down the road. So you can have a better connection. You know? We can only pray that God will do the best for whatever that's in power. Exactly. Hey, Amazing Taylor. So just you know what I mean? I don't want to get y'all down or anything like that, because that's not me. But I'm just want to help people to realize this is reality. This is really reality. And when Alex Trebek passed away because of cancer or whatever, like 2020 really opened up my eyes more. I'm back. I had to show love. I can never be whatever. Okay, Rosa. Thank you for coming back. So I'm just saying in reality, this is what we gotta do. We gotta come, since Joe Biden come together, we gotta work with him. But doing things the right way though. We gotta talk to the man. Like Remy Ma, Joe Biden, I saw like clips on social media that they was talking to Kamala Harris. They was talking to her, talking about certain stuff. Like everybody's trying to come together as one to talk. This is the time to open up to certain people to talk about this now, since we got Donald out of the office. Like, what we gonna do now? How are we going to come together? Who's going to get their bills paid? A lot of people are still struggling in America right today. People don't even have jobs. People is not, this is what I want to talk about. This is stuff I want to talk in reality. What we going to do to come together to help another felon, help another person, each other. Help each other get back on feet. How? How can we do that? And the only way we can do that unless we talk to other people out there. We can talk to other people. We can help somebody else. We could try to, use our power to, to give them a little idea of stuff. Because I'm hoping that he does come with a plan. And I know Obama, he's Joe Biden's Senate, so I know Obama is going to help him down the road. I know that part. But at the end of the day, I got good news. My numbers, all my views went up today, and my numbers did too. That's good. Congratulations, Rosa. Congratulations. But I'm just speaking on some real stuff. Like, y'all don't think so? Y'all don't think how I'm thinking? Y'all not seeing how I'm seeing it? Like, what's your opinion on this? Like, can we talk about that? Can we say what's on our hearts on this? Because I really want to know what's going on. I woke up happy. That's a good thing, Rosa. Congratulations. I'm happy for you. Good news is always the best news. But right now I'm talking about reality. Talking about the reality news. And how can we come together to help help each other, help someone in need, help somebody that will help us. Because right now, what's going on? I really want to know. I really want to know what's up. Y'all got any ideas? Can we talk about it? Or come on, y'all, don't be afraid. We all in this together. What change can we do? Or what change can we, put together? Mommy Donor still here. Thank you, Mommy Donor. Like nobody want to talk about reality, you know. Yemi, you got anything you want to say, Yemi? Muffy, you have anything to say? Cause I know Muffy always got something to say about stuff like this. Um, I really wanna know. Don't be afraid. We here to like help each other, to talk about certain stuff. This is the stuff that we could laugh and joke. We could laugh and joke around, but this is reality. I want us to really talk about topics like this because I don't want to be the only one to just talk about this and nobody else got nothing else to say. I really want to know what y'all thoughts of this. I really want to know, like, what can we do to help society? What can we do? Cause I know when I make it, I'm trying to help society. I'm trying to help people that's in need. I'm trying to help people that's like I already do this now. That's the thing. It's not like I don't do this now. Like when I don't have anything or anything like. Um, Muffy said, "Hey Rosa." J Taco says, "Hey, I'm a put sanitizer on right now." Oh, he said I'm gonna put on some sanitizer on right now. What's up, J Taco? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. Sorry about that right there. One can't help, you know what I'm saying? One can't help someone on one. One can't help someone on 1-to-1 scale, but government has their own agenda. That's true. But this is the reason why we have to, like, I feel like we should have to do something. Like we should come up with a solution or something to help. Like I said, when I make it, I'm gonna help people that's in need, like really in need. I'm really gonna give back to shelters and everything. People that's going to these St. Jude's, all that stuff. Cause that's my heart. Like that's me. That's the type of person I am, and I want to build, and I want to give, and I want to build more shelters. I want to give back to people out there in need because people out there really need what's going on, and some people don't have it like that. You know what I mean? And I know other people not gonna wish the good in you to not get that type of stuff. But I already had this mindset since a kid. I already had this mindset of what I want to be when I grow up type stuff. I already had this type of stuff. But things change when you get older, and some keep the same agenda. I'm still gonna do what I said I'm gonna do. Just like when I first started this YouTube journey, what did I tell everybody? I don't know if everybody remember, but I said I'm out here to take care of my family. I'm here trying to do what I have to do and give back to society, giving back. I meant every word. I'm not the type to change up what I said. I'm not out here trying to, making people think that I'm saying this to make them think that I'm playing people's heads. I'm not like that. I'm not brainwashing anybody. I'm not mind controlling them. I really meant what I said. And even though I still help people, even though I don't have anything, I'm still trying to give out knowledge, trying to help people, uplift somebody, to give back, to help somebody to change their life for the better, to help somebody down the road. You never know who needs it. You never know who out there really needs it. And I'm saying it out of a passion, out of my heart, because I care. If I didn't care about none of this, I won't be talking about none of this. That's the reality. I care. I got a big heart, but just don't take my kindness for weakness. And that's the key is I got a very big heart. I give back. I help people in need. A lot of people's not gonna do that for you. A lot of people's not gonna do that for you. A lot of people not gonna think about you. There's a lot of people that don't give two about you. It's a lot of people that's like that, and we gotta get away from the people that's like that for the people that really give back, the ones that actually care. And that's why I want to build something. I want to help somebody down the road. We could build like something so we can, give back to the people that's in our communities or anything like that in need. It all start by us. If we don't make a move now, you know what I mean, we just do it off for talk. And me, I don't want to be off for talk. I always been about my movements and about what I do. I always speak and done my actions. So that's what I'm trying to say here. I've never been the type to sit back and just talk and don't do nothing about it. I'm always about action. So I'm thank y'all for everybody that's here showing support. Times like this, people really want to hear, stuff like this, because I really want to, give back. I really want to help someone in need. I really want to, put somebody, from where they at to a better place, because they ain't have that growing up, and it's hard. So right now I'm trying to get me where I'm trying to get at so I can help somebody else get where they need to be at. That's all it is. And we all need to help each other grow to get where we need to go so we can do what we said we're going to do. Because I already have a goal, I already have what I'm going to do at a certain time frame. And I know everything is not going to come on my time frame. Only God decide that. But He knows that this is in my heart. This is where I'm trying to do. And God will bless it to me. So far I've been helping a lot of people that's in need. Even though they don't have much, I'm still doing what I can. But I can't wait to be in a better position than I am so I can give back more than I can do. I can go in the kitchen and cook stuff, and I can have my kids get involved. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't know that if a man reached that government stage, but they had a script they also had to follow. Well, I know that, but you never know who out there can hear this to acknowledge somebody. It all starts from us, though. It all starts from us. If we make a change, people can change too. It ain't gonna be easy. Trust me, it's definitely not gonna be easy. But if God knows your heart the way you're supposed to know, your inside, He will bless that person. You never know. God will bless that person, have a change of heart. But we just gotta try. We just gotta try. We can't just stop and not say anything, because that's not gonna help in the long run. Basically, things is just gonna get worse. If we don't take control to help now or do anything now, it's just pointless at this point. So that's why I want to prove a point. If we can, I hear you, brother. I already know how the government play their games and everything, but I'm just saying that on our end, we should make a change to help somebody down that road, or help that's in need at times like this. People, how many people like literally suiciding themselves because they don't have the support system, the love, the care, the kind words, in this society, everybody's already going through a lot. Even we is. And that's why we're trying to build us up so we could build someone else up. We working together, I'll be going on other people's live streams. I'll be going on other people's videos. Some people talking about depression. I try to write, uplifting words. Just words alone will get them to keep going. Kind words. If you have something to give, if someone really needs something to eat and you know that person really needs something to eat, don't give everything to them, but at least give like something out, just give a little something out for that person, for them to eat or something. They'll remind that from you. But don't let them try to use you, or they'll come back and try to abuse you. That's something I'm not saying. But I'm just saying, like, I be going to other people's stuff and I try to, give them a word of knowledge, uplift them, try to, push their way to the positive way. This is what I do. And the thing is, I love doing that. I'm not saying it because I'm bragging. I really love doing this. That's in my heart. I think that's what God set in my heart to me to do. I really love doing this. The only thing I don't like is when people take advantage of it, of me. That's the only thing I don't like. But other than that, I love doing it. That's like a passion to me. Just to change somebody's life from their old ways to somewhere better. That's a goal for me. I love that stuff. It's like a motivation for me. Like, I feel like I did a very great job, and it's not gonna be an easy process to do that for somebody because everybody's different. But just uplifting someone and just trying to make sure they're in another level, that's good to me. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I love it. I love every bit of it. I want to make sure, like, I want to get my kids involved. Like, foster care, I was a foster child. I want to get back to the foster system. I always said that in my videos, in my past videos, about talking about, like, I want to get back to the community of foster kids. I want to adopt. And Hemi said, good, well done, Tyrese. Thank you. I appreciate that. I used to give, like, I want to adopt 2 foster children. I really want to get back to my own foster, like, community. I want my kids to know, when I was going through a foster child, you know how hard it was me to meet other people, being around different people's faces, looking at other people in my face that I don't know. When your family thinking they giving you up for adoption, and it really wasn't because of there was some people in my family, my regular family, that gave me up for adoption. It wasn't my mother, it wasn't my grandmother, but I heard like a couple of rumors about in the family of mine that did me dirty, well, my mother dirty, and this is how society hit me in the face. Boom. That's how society hit me in the face. I've been in these homes. You know how many kids like me scared to open up to a new open up to a new person, telling them your life story that you don't know. You're scared. You're hiding. Look at the rapper Jonah Lewis. Jonah Lucas. He was in the foster home too. That's why I could relate to his music. Even though he said he got ADHD, I really look like music like that really hits my soul. Like, real touching music really hit my soul. Because I can relate, because I've been there. And people can relate too because they've been there. Whatever that's happened to them, they've been there too. So it's hard to open up to someone you don't know. It's really hard about that because, like, foster care, some parents don't treat the kid because they not your biological kid. We have to suffer. You know what I mean? It's like a 50-50 lottery ticket. You don't know if you're going to be in that good home, or you don't even know if you're going to be in a bad home. My situation was mostly bad than good. I didn't like the foster homes where I was at. I really had it rough growing up. It was really struggling. It was really stressing. but I maintain it. I put God in it. I always had God in my life because of my Aunt Hattie, my mother, and my grandmother. And the people around me that brought God to me and seen the miracles that He blessed me in. Now, it wasn't easy to be in the foster system. It wasn't easy to open up to strangers. It wasn't easy. It was two foster mothers that actually treated me like everything, especially Sophia Green. I was with that lady for like at least 6 to 8 months. That was, you know what I mean? She treated me like a mom. She treated me like she treated me like a son. Like, she treated me like a whole son. Like, I never, like, she had 2 children. It was Kafani and Ebony. Never forget their names. Never forget them 2 names. But Sophia Green, I used to watch Touched by an Angel. She gave me a key so I can, like, my school was not that far from her house. So I used to, cause she used to live in Green Street. No, not Green Street, sorry, Roscoe Street in Southside Jamaica, Queens. Roscoe, shout outs to Roscoe. So I used to live in Roscoe Street. My school was not that far away, and she gave me a key, so if I needed to get in, I could get in when I needed to get in, do what I needed to do, come back, and whatever the scenery is. So I thank God, for the things that He blessed me to see. This woman, Sophia Green, I could really call her my mom. Like, she really was like a mom to me. I thank God for, like, her presence. When I went to her house, I was a kind of chubby kid. I was like a little chubby kid. I wasn't fat, but I was chubby. She worked on my weight. She also believed in God. She had me going to church. Yes, she had me going to church. Only thing I didn't like about the church she went to is the ones that be falling over, acting like that's the Holy Ghost. I'm not going to get into, Christianity. I'm not going to get into that. That's not my topic. But the topic was, I didn't like the fact that that was the church that we had to go to. I'm still here just cleaning up my house. Sorry, that's alright. But I have you running. I appreciate you. So, the thing is, like, we had to run, like, up to the good, up to the good foster parents. I really appreciate Sophia Green a lot. Appreciate her. I love her. I was bad. I ain't gonna lie. I was bad because, why? Because I was in so many foster homes. I was scared. I ain't know who was gonna come after me next. It was so much stuff that I had to deal with every dang day. It wasn't easy. And I was begging for her. I was begging. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like about, living with her is the church she went to. That, doing all that crazy things, jumping up and down, thinking that's the Holy Ghost. That part, I didn't like. But everything else was wonderful. Everything else was beautiful. Her kids treated me like I was their brother and sister. Ebony was her older daughter, and Kafani was my older brother. I was the youngest. So, I had a job when I was 9 years old, working at her brother's shop. And her brother got twin boys, so it was cool that I got to know them. And working at the shop, I was selling like candy and other stuff I was selling there. And it was amazing. I didn't want to leave, but I was so bad in the foster, like, in that place, because of all the previous ones I went to. I begged her to keep me, but she didn't keep me. She gave me away because I was bad. I'm gonna show you why I was bad. it was like other kids try to come at me like, trying to test you like you a punk or whatever, or people try to pick on you, and then it's like I don't know people, I don't know if somebody's gonna have my back or whatever, so I had to stick up for myself, which I did. I stick up to myself. I had to stand up tall, make sure like I'm not no punk, or I had to handle myself. It was like my little pride in me. I remember I threw a brick at somebody's leg because this kid kept bothering me, and the funny is his sister liked me and all that. And I was at like the brother house. I was at the brother's my my kid's mother's brother's house with the twin boys and everything. They don't live in Roscoe Street. They live in Queens though. They live next to Hollis, Queens. Shout outs to Hollis. By 100th Street, 99th Street. I forgot the other street name. I think it was like 140 something Street, 99 IF or something like that. But anyway, I was over there and homeboy was messing with me. And I kept telling homeboy, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. I'm not with it. Leave me alone. Little sister liked me. Because me and her sister the older age. The older brother is the one that's older than me. So I was like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. He kept coming back to me, starting trouble. And then on top of that, he was throwing rocks at me. He was throwing rocks. So I was laughing at the whole fact that he threw a rock at me. And I kept constantly telling him to stop. So guess what I did? I found a brick. Yes, I did. And I thought it was going to land on his head, but it landed right. Like, I felt like God landed right on his leg, like directly. I couldn't see because the fence was so high, so I can't really see anything. I couldn't really see anything. Lord, I swear to everything I love, no, I couldn't see anything. I'm little, he's little, she's little. But I threw a brick, and it landed right on this boy's leg. He was hollering like a little girl. Ah! Ah! Oh my God! Ah! You see what he did? I ran. He's so fast. I was out, Lord. I was gone. Hey, Riska, how you doing? Riska in the chat. Yemi said, thank God for your life. Yes, thank God for my life. Like, my life was not perfect, y'all. Like, I'm not perfect, but I had to show the example of me wasn't playing around, because Riska says hello to all. So I'm trying to say my life ain't perfect. I had some stuff I had to deal with, And another thing, like, it's crazy. Like, I don't like opening up on the YouTube streets because people like to throw things back and trying to use that against you. See, I'm too strong for that. Back then, it would have got to me. It would have hurt me. Riska said, how are you doing, host? I'm doing all right, Riska. Thank you for coming in. How are you doing, sweetheart? And it was sad because, like, my life was that crazy. Like, it could have been worse. So from there, they was planning on suing me. The next door neighbor, because it was next door, they was planning on suing me. I said, this is what I said to them. I said, how can you sue me if I don't have any money? Duh. Like, I'm 8 years old. You want to sue an 8-year-old? If you would have never threw a rock at me a couple of times, and I kept telling you to leave me alone, that would have never happened to you in the first place. I would have never threw a brick at you in the first place. You should have left me alone, like I said. Since you didn't want to leave me alone, there you go. You got a brick on your leg. On your leg, your foot, whatever it landed on. It landed there. I didn't get sued, but I went to a different home. And I was begging her to keep me because, like, I was trying to change my life for the better. Like, Sophia Green was really changing me into a better. But it was so hard because I've been through so much in my life, and people like that and him throwing rocks at me, I didn't want to tell. I didn't want to say, oh, he keep throwing rocks at me. And then next thing you know, he come back bothering me some more. So you got to learn how to stand on your own two toes. And I'm from Brooklyn, so that's what I did. I had to stand on my own two toes. And then, hey Jet Life, how you doing, my brother? Thank you for coming in. Riska saying hey to Riska saying hey to Yemi. So my life been crazy, y'all. Like I'm talking about my just trying to tell people reality of what's going on in today's world and telling them a little about my life story about trying a solution or what can we do to give back to society, trying to get back and helping people, trying to build like a foundation to do that, and talking about what's going on or what happened in this world today, and talking about giving back to foster care, because I was a foster child, so I want to give back. That's my goal. I really want to give back to society. I want to give back to the people that's out there in need. People out there really need help. And if we don't, help the people out there in need, what's the point? And just like we gotta help ourselves too. We all in one, and that's why I was talking about Joe Biden. I don't know if he's gonna really, I'm hoping and praying. You know what I mean? At this point. Then I told him about the Jet Life. I told him about the earthquake happened to me this morning as well by my neighborhood, my neck of the woods, that I had to deal with a little mini minor earthquake. But me and my kids is okay. My kid's mother is okay. Everybody is okay. So some places got it worse than others, like knocking down shelves and everything. But no politician had helped anyway. Well, see, that's what I'm getting. This is what I'm saying in Jet Life in that certain way. That's why I'm glad you're here. Because stuff like this, like Yemi was saying some points, and I know that you're gonna, say what you gotta say. Oh, my hair look nice. Thanks, Riska. Even though it's messed up at this point, I need to redo it. You know how to do hair? Because I really need to redo my hair now, Riska. I really need it. It's all done, all messed up. But, like, let me get back to my foster care story. So, it's been crazy. Like, even when I was a kid, you know what I mean? Some things I didn't tell, my people about. When I was a kid, I got touched on by an older woman, and she was a teenager. I didn't tell nobody that. I kept that to myself, but cute host. Thank you, Riska. Thank you. I've been touched as a little kid. I ain't tell nobody that. I kept that to me, but now everybody gonna know now when they see this live stream. When I was 6 or 7 years old, I got touched by an older woman. She was babysitting me. She was living on the 7th floor. My cousin Eric know who she is, but I didn't tell him about that either. She touched me in inappropriate ways at a young age, and I was 14, and she was 14. I was 6, 7 years old, and then that kind of messed me up in the long run in certain things. So that's why I'm probably kind of shy or act the way I act at times, because it's like, I can't, I don't know. And I know women, go through that all the time with, men doing stupid stuff. Men, that's, being creeps. Men that's out there touching, little girls and little boys. And that's why I don't like that, because it's just so creepy. Like, I don't know how people can do that. But at the same time, it's like, Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what made you in the right mind do that? But that was my life. Now, I have to, speak a little bit about that because, like, it still hurts me inside that I didn't want my life to be the way it is. Some stuff, like, I told my only person that knows about this, I didn't even tell my kid's mother about that. I don't think I ever did. I told my therapist about that. That's the only person, or God already knows that I've been through that, but that's the only person that does know. But my therapist knows about that. Michael Ash, he knows about that. I don't think I told my recent therapist, the one I go through now, about that. Like, certain things I don't like tell everything yet. I never can understand that at all. Right? I don't understand that either. Like how in the world, like what in the right mind thinks of that? Like, come on. But people really do this in this world, in society. Like, they think that's like a greatest thing in the world, but at the end of the day, you're just a sicko. And I feel like what that girl did to me, I feel like she was a sicko. Don't think that she's a female, you know what I mean? Oh, it's supposed to be cute. No, like, I'm 6, 7 years old, and Shorty's like 14. You supposed to babysit me, not trying to rape me or do anything to make me feel. That's probably why, like, I am who I am now. I don't play that stuff. And you know, this is stuff that I keep in me because I don't like revealing too much information. I don't like to reveal stuff like this because right now I'm like I'm basically open up in my own way to let y'all know, like, this is my life that I've been in, you know, and that's why I'm so overprotective of my cousins. Now I have a daughter and I have 2 sons. Anything happens to them, oh my goodness, y'all don't even know half of what I'm gonna do. But trust me, I'm not gonna play none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that at all. So I feel what you're going through. I have been there. Like, doesn't mean I know women go through that a lot, but men go through that too. But it's not. You don't hear too much of a man thing, or men don't really say too much about that unless they bring it up. And I kept that in for years. Years. We don't have any bail money to get you out. Right. Like, I know y'all not. I know you don't, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't blame you. These are things it's hard to talk about. It is. And this is why I said that y'all gonna get to know me more because I don't really open up, but this is me. I got molested by my cousin when I was little. See, that's crazy. There's nothing cute about what happened to you. It's really not. I don't want to talk anything. Oh, I don't want to talk anything either, right? You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff, like, I keep in because I don't, like, you can't tell too many people your information. You could tell people, like, if you in a relationship and you in love with somebody, you could tell them what you want to tell them, but certain things you just don't tell. Like, if I would have told my kid's mother all this, if I would have married her and everything else, I would have known how the outcome would have been. Like, certain things I don't really talk about because, like I said, I hold it in. And some stuff I'm still trying to release. The pain, the hurt, the suffering. The stuff that I've been through, with my foster mother, not Sophia Green. This is when I was living in Brooklyn. My foster mother in Brooklyn. Like I said, I still love her though. I still love her, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still traumatizing me. You know what I'm saying? But this day, man, he will try and say hi to me, and I just walk right past him. I'm sorry that you had to go through that, Rosa. Like, stuff like that is just sad. Stuff like that is just like, this is the stuff that I want to talk about. Like, sometimes you gotta get deep, you know. Sometimes I get real deep talking about certain things, and it's crazy how life can be when you try to expect it to try to do the right thing and everything else. And it's not fun to somebody get no child molested. That's why when I be seeing on social medias, oh, Riska says she's still here. Thank you for being here. And that's why when I see on social media, I be seeing like kids and like girls dressing up the way they dressing up, and I'm like, my daughter. I thank God my daughter don't dress up like that, because I had my daughter dress up like a little girl she is. She don't dress up with no tight stuff. She don't wear all that stuff on her. My daughter dress up like a little girl, like she's supposed to be. I feel bad for the other, little kids that's dressed up the way they are because their parents or whoever raised them is dressed up like that. But my daughter do not dress up like that at all. Thank God for that. She not out here dressing up like a little skank or a little hoe or anything like that. I don't play that. So people just, sick. People is really sick nowadays. So you just gotta watch out who is who. I just, I be praying for the best, but and another thing, it's like it's so many women out here. There's so many women out here that would love to give it up. Why little kids though? I just wanna know, like, there's so many women out here that would love to give it up. So many women out here, and there's so many men out there ready to give it up to, to someone they want to be with. Why a little kid though? Why? Why? That's another thing. Celebrates and exactly Jet Life. Hold up, I'm mopping the floor. That's sick. You know what I mean? With the sex trafficking and all that, like all the kids out there in a different type of world getting molested, like that's just sick, man. That's really sick. I don't like talking about that because it's just sick. Like, but this is reality. This is reality that people, put in. And I'm hoping and praying that God will catch all these people that doing this nasty stuff to these kids. Put them in jail and lock them up for years, because I don't wish jail on nobody, but stuff like that, you deserve jail. You deserve to be tortured. You deserve to be murdered. You deserve to be... You deserve it. Exactly, Jet Life. Karma will take care of them badly, and that's something they want to put in their life. That's what they're going to end up getting in return. They sick. They so sick. And it's just sad. And then, like I said, growing up in a foster home, like, you never know who's out there that's going to be a sicko to do something like that. You don't know. People just don't know. But I thank God that I pray to Him. I train myself to be better each and every day. I pray for my kids. I'm hoping my kids don't go through that mess that I have. Even my kid's mother had been touched before. So my kid's mother told me her story about, her being touched by somebody. But I never told her about my situation. I never told her that. It's crazy how she told me her situation, but I never told her that. I never told her about this situation, because I kept it in. Like, I didn't know if I was too comfortable to tell her about that yet. And that's the reason why I'm so protected. Like, I don't play that. And like I said, I know how it's like to be in them shoes. I know exactly how it's like to be in the shoes. Then they gonna get in taste of their own medicine in prison. Yup, sure is. Let me say amen, amen. So people just don't understand. Like that's just sickening. There's so many women and so many guys out there that would love to give it up. Why? And the foster kid, like I said, you never know who's gonna be that sicko to do something stupid like that. One. Two, you never know who's out there. Domestic violence. That's another thing. In the in the foster system, you never know who's out there that's ready to put their hands on you. Domestic violence ain't no joke. And I don't want to tell you my background or what's going on in my situation because I'm not like that. But, cops, what I mean? Especially being black in America, cops will just put anything on you just to mess your record up, assuming that you're something and you're not. Domestic violence ain't no joke. And that's another thing about, being in a relationship or being in a foster care. You never know what parent you're gonna end up that's gonna be domestic violence, drug abuse. You never know. That's scary for a child, especially my age. You don't know. I'm gonna tell you a story about what happened in my life where I almost had to pull out a knife on somebody. Faye Scott. That's my other foster mother. She ain't had no boyfriend or nothing, but it was her, Faye Scott, and it was Dustin Scott. That's her son. Her son was 19 years old, right? Was 19. I was still 8, going on 9. So this boy was treating me like a grown man. Can you not? This man was treating me like a grown man. I'm only 8 years old. 8 years freaking old. 8 years old. What you trying to do to me 8 years old? He put his hand on me like I'm a grown man hitting me. I told him to stop hitting me. And his mother didn't even do nothing about it. He's hitting me like I'm a grown man. I remember I hit him back. He said, "You better not hit me or I'm going to do something to you." I said, "You're not going to do nothing to me." Yes, they had a dog named Princess. The dog name is Princess. So their dog used to never like me when their dog first met me. But after a while, after Princess got to know me and see how badly they was treating me, guess what Princess did? She turned against them over me. She was on my side because she seen me. I was scared, I was terrified. Princess used to sleep with me. That's their dog. Sleep with me at night just to make sure I slept good. Just to protect me through my night. That's how scared I used to be. I was 8 turning 9 years old. Never forget. Because of her, I ended up getting wingworms in my head. In my body. Because she never used to try to wash me up. Every time I said I want to take a bath, every time I want to get in the bath or whatever, she never wanted me to get in the bath or shower or nothing. Until when the time is right. And then treated me messed up. Because of her, I got so many wingworms on my skin, on my body. I don't know if anybody had wingworms before, but I had it bad. It was all over my head. I had to get a baldy. I had it all on my arm, on my other arm, because I kept scratching. So, when you scratch, like stuff like that, it spreads. It spread mostly all on my body, like up my upper body, not everywhere down or nothing, but just up my upper body, my head, back of my head. It was bad. I got cream, ointment cream, and a medicine, taking the medicine for, not pills, but like the medicine. Jet Life said I had it before. I had it bad. God save children in America. Hallelujah for Princess. Yes, Princess really was on my side. She was really beside me through it all. You know what I mean? She went from not liking me because she didn't know me to seeing a scared little child, like scared for my life. And I remember one time he punched me so hard, Dustin, like I said, her son. I remember he punched me so hard in my back. I cried so hard. That night I went to grab a knife. I'm gonna read what Jet Life said. I had to use Sensor Blue shampoo to put in the bath that helped kill it. Oh, you did? I ain't know nothing about it. It was just getting worse on my end. I ain't getting no baths. I always had like a shower and stuff. So I never know what the scenery is. Mommy E. Dona's still here. So my life was it's complicated. So guess what I did? I went in the kitchen and got one of the biggest butcher's knife ever. Like literally I had a big butcher knife. That same night. And he was sleeping with the door open. And I didn't lay on top of him or nothing. But I did have I had the knife over his chest, like close. And I was like this close to like killing him. I was this close, but like if I would have killed them, I feel like I would have went through so much. If I would have do anything to harm the man, I would have went through so much punishment at a young age or whatever the scenery is. I didn't know. I was scared, so I didn't do it. I was crying before because I never I never got to the point that I wanted to do that. I never thought in my life that I wanted to do something like that to somebody. But the way he was treating me, I wanted to take him out. I wanted to take that boy out so bad, and I was crying, but I didn't let him hear me cry. I waited till I lay down and I cuddled with Princess and I started crying even more, and I just cried because I was getting treated so bad there. And next thing you know, he just tried to do something stupid like. So I hugged Princess, I cried my way to sleep. And then I called I ran away. The next day I ran away. I was trying to find where my Aunt Hattie lived at. I never forget that. I was running away. I was trying to find out where my Aunt Hattie lives at so I can go to her house and tell her what happened. But I couldn't find her house. I couldn't remember where she lived. I was 8 years old. But I know she lived like somewhere down there because I was in Far Rockaway. So I wasn't that far from her house. I just forgot where. If I knew where she lived at, I would have been in her house. I would have ran to her house, all that, and never came back. And I would have told my Aunt Hattie everything. And guess what my aunt would have did? My Aunt Hattie would have been out there. Would have had my uncles out there. It would have been all hell for them. That would have been it. If I would have found where my Aunt Hattie lived, ooh, that would have been the end for him. That would have been the end for them. I'm going to say it like that. But if I was trying to find, I was asking them where they live, where she lived at. And she said that, the last time she saw him, I guess, she was like, he was looking bad. Like, I was looking bad or whatever because I had wingworms on me and stuff like that. So, how scary, Tyrese. Yes. Oh, Dimple's here. Dimple. Hey, Dimple. Hi, Dimples. She said, Ma, wake up. Dimples, I was just talking about you in the beginning of the chat. I was just talking about you in the beginning of the chat, like how much make you feel welcome in your live stream, and Thank you for making me feel welcome. Just hanging out with you. I appreciate you. It's just been a long day, so I was just telling people about my life, kind of like my life story. It's not too much, but just putting it all in a pattern for them because I don't open up, but this is like a live stream. I mean, open up. I like your hair. Like I was telling Riska, like I was just telling Riska, I said my hair is not done, so I need to redo it. It's just like this for now, but I really need to redo my hair. Dimples in the chat. Shout outs to Dimples. Shout outs to everybody that's in this chat that's rocking with me. I really appreciate y'all so much. So much. She said, I want to go to New York someday. I'll visit you. All you do? I don't mind you coming down to New York to come see me. I'll be here. I'll be there. I'll come down here. That'd be nice. We'll make some vlogs about that. I think that would be nice. Like, I can't wait to meet each and every one of y'all. I already met like a couple of people in the YouTube streets already. Not everybody. But I can't wait to meet each and every one of y'all to make a collab. Not only just to make a collab, but just building a friendship, building a bond with y'all. Because every time y'all come here, y'all always showing me love. Y'all always, I can't wait to build that bond. Eat, talk, laugh, cry, just hearing y'all story, hearing more of mine, and just knowing each other, just building each other company. I appreciate each and every one. If my prediction is done, okay, I can't wait for you to do that. Hopefully it does do in time. Thank you for coming here, Dimples. Oh man, but yeah, I was just telling people about my story, about my foster child, the days, and the predictions of the things that you have to be when you're in the foster system, and the things that I did. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect. I did some things too. But, some things you have to, protect yourself on. And I thank God that, He made me smarter, He made me wiser, He made me understand better about life now than I was when I was going through it, He built me stronger. Like, I've been through so much in my life, it's not even funny. Like, to me, I shouldn't be even alive. The stuff that I've been through, I felt like I should have never been still here, but I'm here. I'm still strongly here. Like, my life is basically a blessing and a curse at the same time. You never know what the heck is going to happen in my life. It's basically like nobody's perfect. Definitely nobody's perfect. You right about that. And I'm just like showing my side, like, I don't know how people can just get away with certain stuff. Like, so back to Dustin Scott, like, I almost did what I did, and I thank God that I didn't do it. And then I ran away. Trying to find my Aunt Hattie. I couldn't find her. I forgot where she lived at. I met someone that I know, and I was trying to ask where Aunt Hattie at, but he said that I don't think he told me where she at. I don't think that she told me. Yemi said, please connect to me. If y'all don't have each other, please connect to each other. Hope each other grow. Rosa said, I'm still here. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. So it's like my life is it's just crazy in my end. Yes, Jet Life. I thank God that I made it too. If I wasn't here, y'all would have never met me. So y'all would have never met the type of guy I would have been into y'all lives. I never would have Rosa dropping her link. My link, come check me out. So it's like, I thank God each and every day that He put on a fight for me. He put in a fight for me, and to know that everything is going to be alright. I thank God for that every day. Rosa said, I thank God you're still here. I'm just happy that, God blessed me to, oh no, you could drop your link. It's okay, Rosa. I mean, that's how people's gonna connect to you. Everybody gotta connect. But I thank God, like, each and every day, just, for going through what I went through. And I had to cut a lot of people off to yeah, it's okay, Rosa. So it's like, I had to learn a lot the hard way. I almost ran away. I didn't run away, but I almost ran away. Um I came back, and um I told not Sophia Green. I told Faye Scott. I told Faye Scott that I'm leaving her house and I'm never coming back. And she trying to make it scary for me. She was like, "Oh yeah, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. You're staying right here, telling me what to do." I'm like, I'm not staying here. The way you treated me and your son over here treating me like a grown man. Oh no, I gotta go. So Face Scott was there, it's like, you staying here, and then her son's like, yep, you're not going nowhere. I said, I bet I will leave, and I told the agency too. In the next I think in the next month, I left. They took me out of there. They people in the neighborhood complained about her, so that's how I end up leaving. They took my word. They saw like my wingworms and stuff, but they also got like words from the people in the street. And I guess nobody told what happened. They was like, "Oh, what happened? I heard he left." And everybody was going against her, but of course they was talking behind her back. They ain't saying it in her face, so I'm glad that they looked out for me. And that's when I went to Brooklyn, and I've been living there with this other lady ever since. I like the way you said I'm cute. She said, I like the way you said I'm cute. Uh-oh, Dimples, don't be flirting in the chat. She's over here saying, I like the way you said I'm cute. Your cute laughter with your dimples. So cute. So it's like, my life is just not like people think my life is good. Like, nah, my life is not like everybody else. I never grew up, my mom was there for me, but my mom lost me at a very young age. Then I lived with my Aunt Hattie. Then I lived with my grandmother. I was flip-flopping. Then I lived with my Aunt Louise. I was flip-flopping, like homes after home after home. It was aggravating growing up, and then that's when I went to the foster system. It was tough on my end. It was never easy on my end to say my life was going to be this way. I didn't ever want my life to be the way it is. But I thank God it did, because it made me stronger. It made me realize the type of man I became. It realized who to watch out for. It made me realize who is who. It made me see better. It made me help somebody down the road that's in my shoes. And that's the reason why I want to give back, because somebody saw me and brung me out of the gutter. So now I want somebody else to. I help myself as well. It's not like somebody just helped me and just, you know, it up to me to take that turn as well, and I help myself along with that person helping me. I help myself grow. So I help, and I prayed. Like I said, God was with me every step of the way, just with me every day, knowing me, sticking by me, checking me to make sure I'm okay. Dimple says I'm listening. Thank you for listening, love. I appreciate it. Just thanking God for every little step, you know, He took for me. Just knowing pieces of my story. And that's not even all of it. That's just pieces. That's just pieces of it. You know? I just thank God that He made me like realize that, you know? My life is just not, you know, perfect like everybody else's. You know, I wish I had a life that, you know, I had a mom, like, I ain't had to go through there. My mom was like my rock. My mom was like my soldier. Like, she showed me how to stay strong and fight. My grandmother, she showed me that unconditional love. That unconditional, no matter how rough it is, she never like left my side. And my aunt Hattie, she taught me that unconditional tough love. That unconditional but also that tough love. Like, make me tough. Make me, you know, make me know that, to make me tough, like tough skinned. That tough love. But the love was real. Like, they all had a role. They all played a part in my life. And that's the reason what made me me today. So, I ain't gonna talk too deep because I don't want to get everybody emotional and certain stuff. I mean, I remember I used to tell people my story and I had people crying. So, I don't want to, you know, get too much people in their feelings, but I just want to talk. That's the reason why I want to get back to the foster kids, the foster community, because you never know out there. And it's also, I'm not trying to say all foster parents is bad. You really got some good ones out there. You got some ones that's actually trying to make a difference and trying to give back. And I'm trying to be one of those good foster kid for parents. If I adopt, you know, two sons, or if it's a brother or sister or two girls, I want to make sure that, you know, even though I have my three, I don't want them to know that since I have three kids, even though I have three kids, I don't want them to treat them different. They're all going to be treated the same like your mine. I don't want them to make you, and that's the problem. Like, when I was in certain foster homes, they treat you different than, you know, your biological kids. Like, why? I understand I'm not, you know, I don't, I didn't come out of you, but don't treat me like I'm just only a stranger. I'm supposed to be a part of your life, in your kids' life, in your family's life. Some people don't appreciate their family. Exactly, they don't. You right about that, Yemi. You're so right. Yemi has a point on that. Some people just don't appreciate their own family, and that's why I want to give back to them. I want to give back to, you know, them, to let them know that it's still good people out there that will treat you like, you know, how you supposed to deserve, and show you how you supposed to be deserved. There's a lot of foster kids out there that scared was like me. And shouts to the, you know, ones, the foster mothers and dads out there that's trying to make a difference for the kids that, you know, that don't know their own family. that bringing them on to their family to let them know that you are properly loved. I wish I was in a home that was properly loved. Like, I had that, but I messed it up by me being bad because of circumstances that I had to go through to face on my own. And if I swear, if I feel like if I would have had Sophia Green in my life or that other person. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you about that person. There was another good foster parents, but their son passed away, and they gave me his room. His room was nice. I had a nice bed and everything. It was a nice full size bed. How they decorated and everything, but it was my fault because I didn't give him a chance. I had a foster mother, and it was a black family. It was a black owned family, so it was basically they was loving my company, but I didn't give them me. I was basically was crying a lot. I was just tired of going to people's homes. I just wanted to go back to my own family, and I didn't give them a chance. You know, I had a mom and dad. That was the only time I had a mom and dad foster parents. They was married, and I only stayed. I think I only lasted for like a week or two, because I supposed to. It was around Halloween, and I was supposed to have went to the Halloween party, which I never went because I kept crying, and like I was just tired, like of going to people's homes. I'm just tired of, just being around different people. I was just tired, and I get that a lot of people like. When you in the foster system, sometimes you just tired of, if you going to home and top of home and top of home, it gets tiring. It gets tiring. You just want to go home. And my father never was in the picture. My father was there, but he left me at a certain age, and he never like fought for me. Only person I really saw fought for me was my mother the most. My Aunt Hattie, yeah, but she had to take care of home of her own, so she can't only just worry about just me. And my grandmother was worried about me time after time, but my mother was the only one that kept fighting, going to the courthouses, fighting for me, and everything. I remember when my mother told me about when she saw me again, and we talked about, she cried, and she talked about how much she missed me, how much, when they took me away, she didn't eat for days, all that. She was basically mentally drained and emotionally scarred. I was like, oh man, stories that mom used to tell me. So I'm talking about my real mom this time. Not no not my foster mothers. But I'm talking about my real mom when I meet her again. And we used to have talks. Now she's gone now. My Aunt Hattie and my mother's gone now. Only thing I have now is my grandmother. She's still alive. She just turned 86, thank God. I'm supposed to be buying her a cell phone. So I gotta call her and let her know that I'm working on it. By her cell phone. So. Oh. This story right here. But I thank God for every little bit of my stories. It brought me to who I am, made me stronger, and not having a father in my life taught me to be a better father. Like a kid, like I said, when I got older, I was like, I can't wait to get when I have my own children, so I won't have to treat my kids the way my father did me. And my kids know who I am. They every time I come through the door, when I see them, Daddy, Daddy. I just love hearing it. I just love hearing them the chanting my name. I just love it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how some fathers just don't like that. Like I understand you and the kid's mother didn't work out. Y'all two can't get along, blah blah blah. But if you have a child, why you just don't try to step up? And I know some mothers could be trifling. Now, all mothers is not, wasn't raised right either. All women wasn't raised right. So I can't say it's all men's fault, because it's some men. I mean, some women be keeping their children away from their own fathers. So that is true. That is 100% true on that part. You have reasons why some mothers keep them away. Maybe that guy's a sicko, or maybe he's domestic, or she's probably that petty, and that man is really a good man, and trying to change, his life for this kid, and you can't, because he don't want to move on with you. He don't want to be with you anymore. He don't want to. He don't want to do this with you anymore. So you want to be petty to stop him from seeing his own kids. That's where you messed up at, and you don't want to get no court fines or court fine or anything like with child support or anything. Child support is a real thing, and a lot of people don't understand. Like when a woman puts you through the system as a guy, especially a guy like me, because I'm black, they take advantage, and especially they know you a good person inside. They take advantage. They want to make sure you suffer because you're not with that person anymore. And you can't treat your child like a pawn. That's basically what you're doing. You can't treat your children as a pawn. If you want to be a queen, you got to make sure you do your part as what a queen does for the kids. Not trying to put them through more, because our kids or kids in general didn't ask to be here. Kids did not ask to be in this world today. They did not ask to be here. We put them in this world because we want kids so we can have our own family, so we could get married, or whatever the circumstances was at the point of y'all having kids. Most generally, y'all want your own family. That's the majority of it. But things end up bad down the road. And some things happen down the road. Like every child, when a person, like some come in the world differently. Some could be raped and be here. Some people could be this and that and it happen. It's not always because of having a family, but majority of it is, but not all the situation is. But this child wasn't here to be, to get treated the way this child's supposed to be. That's why we work together for the kids, not against each other, because the kid is here, because you got the kids and you got the power, overpower the child, like, because things not going the way you want it to go. That's wrong. At the end of the day, you basically damaging yourself and you're damaging that child. That's not good. You gotta be a better example. Your child, kids already look at us as a great example. They already see us as, our hero. They look at us as the hero. We the heroes in their eyes. They look at us to guide them, to teach them, to understand them, to listen to them, to knowing that they protected. We ain't perfect. We're going to have some days that, we're going to yell at our kid or say things or misunderstand or stood the child. But at the same time, don't bring the children in the world and make them more suffer than what it is. That's why when I had my 3, it wasn't easy, but I try to listen to them. I try to, listen to them the best way I can, be there for them, because like I said, I never had a father figure. I had a stepfather. Thank you, Dimples, for being here. I had a stepfather and everything, but it wasn't the same just having a father, a real father. But my stepfather did a lot for me, more than my own father. Shouts to Mike, my stepfather, like he took me under his wing, and I turned out just fine. If it wasn't for me being where I was at in his took me under the wind, I feel like I would have been dead and gone years ago. I would have been dead and gone years ago. I'm gonna say it again. I'd have been dead and gone years ago. Thank God for him. I thank God. I call him time after time. I know I don't call him every time or every day, but I pray for him. Everything is gonna be all right. So I thank God for every little thing that's going on. So that's all. That's all I can say at this point. You ain't gonna be perfect, but God is blessing you each and every day and showing you the ropes and showing you the dreams and showing you that you are loved. And I'm just trying to drop knowledge. I'm just trying to, open somebody's eyes and hoping somebody can take this live stream, run with it, learn from me, you know. Hoping somebody that's the agenda. Like I wanna know what kind of heart you got. What kind of heart you got in you. What type of heart that you have. And I don't know. But I really appreciate everybody being here. I'm about to end this vlog or end this live stream. I don't know if I say vlog, but I'm gonna end this live stream. I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I did my laundry today as well. I had my laundry done, so I had to fold up laundry, get things done. I didn't do it yesterday, but I did do it today. That's a success. I had to fold the clothes. My arms is getting cramped up from holding the phone too long. So I really appreciate y'all so much. It's Tommy Gang family, and we signing out. Always put God first, and I hope this message reach somebody out there in need, because you never know who out there is want to listen to this. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. I love y'all all. Peace. Good night.